Greetings, cinephiles! Jan Michael here, coming at you with another Oscar predictions video, this time for September of 2021. Now, September's always a weird month because from August to September, really not much has changed. And I'm actually gonna straight out tell you that there's a couple of categories that really are the exact same as last month. Just giving you a fair warning on that one. Anyway, let's not waste any time. We're gonna jump right into Best Picture. Okay, so Best Picture is pretty much the exact same in those top levels. It's really the bottom that I started shifting things around. So let's go a little bit into detail about what I moved in and what I moved out. First and foremost, though it breaks my heart, I took Pig out. It is probably my favorite movie of the year thus far, and it's not gonna get any Oscar nominations. I have to learn to accept that fact. So yeah, took Pig out. Breaks my heart, but had to do it. I also took A Hero out. This is Asghar Farhadi's new film. It's just not getting the reception that I think a lot of people were hoping it would get. I heard it's good. I just heard it's not his best film, which I think a lot of people really wanted it to be in order to honor him here, honor him in director. So I took that one out, although it does open the door for two other foreign films to get in. First, The Hand of God. I know this is one that a lot of people are keeping their eyes on just to see what impact it can have. Maybe get that movie in there. The other one that has proven itself is The Worst Person in the World. This one already very well liked by a lot of people who have seen it. So there's a possibility either one of those could sneak into here, could sneak into Best Director. I'm not ready to do so just yet. I need to wait a little bit longer, but don't be surprised if you can see that here in the next coming months. Apart from that, had to take out Coda. I finally saw it. I finally understand what everybody was talking about when they go, oh, it's such a beautiful film. I cried. Oh, it's a crowd pleaser. Oh, so it's a good film, huh? Yeah, it's okay. I get it, guys. I understand. You meant to say that the movie sucked. Come on, we're friends. You can tell me that stuff. Okay, look, I'm joking. I'm joking. The movie doesn't suck. It's fine. It's fine. It's just very generic in terms of its coming of age story. Apart from the actual parents being deaf and kind of seeing that aspect of it, it's pretty much the same thing we've seen a million times. So I understand when people are like, it's fine. It's probably not gonna be an Oscar contender. So I get it. I get it. What is going to make a lot of people happy are some of the films that I have replaced with these. First and foremost, I did put Don't Look Up on there. I had it in other categories, but I didn't have it in Best Picture last time. But I'm not too sold on it yet, but it's just right there in the bottom level there. I also put The Humans on here. And I guess the one thing I've heard most people say is like, hey, it's a Pulitzer-winning play and all this stuff. And yeah, I guess, but that doesn't always translate into a good film. And I don't know why, but Carnage is coming to mind right now. You guys remember Carnage? It's okay if you don't. It wasn't a great film. Anyway, the one that's definitely gonna make most people happy is The Power of the Dog. Yes, I finally threw that in there. The trailer came out for it, and I'll admit, it looks interesting. For a teaser trailer, I am interested in seeing it now. So I said I had to wait for that. It happened. It's in for now. That's what I got for you. Director itself doesn't see that big of a change. I took out Asghar Farhadi and Sian Heder per what I just talked about in Best Picture, and replaced him with Guillermo del Toro, and I put Jane Campion for Power of the Dog. I don't see this being the final selection. It feels like it's missing something. And again, as I talked about, there is the possibility that we may get The Hand of God. We may get The Worst Person in the World and their respective directors in here as well. So this one's definitely still taking shape. Excited to see where it's going next. Actor is pretty much in a similar place. Took out Amir Jadidi, again, A Hero. It just doesn't seem to be coming together as everyone wanted. Took out Justin Chon. The movie Blue Bayou just hasn't been doing as well as I wanted it to do, and nobody's really talking about it anymore. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that movie's not gonna be squeezing in anywhere. In their place, Benedict Cumberbatch. Definitely wanted to hope that he does as well as everyone's saying he's going to. I heard he has a really good scene where he goes absolutely crazy in it. So, hey, I would like to see a great performance there. So, fingers crossed on it. Had to include him. And then I put Leonardo DiCaprio for Don't Look Up. I heard some discussions amongst other people who are predicting, saying, hey, you know, when Leonardo does comedy like The Wolf of Wall Street, he knocks it out of the park. And the one small little clip that they showed of the film had a lot of people already sold. And you know what? I can attest. I do think when he's doing those comedic roles, he does transcend. So definitely would like to see another fantastic performance from him there. But that's really all I shift around. Everything else is pretty much the same here. Now, for actress, there's only one thing I really want to talk about, and that's Kristen Stewart for Spencer. Now, not only did we get the trailer for The Power of the Dog, but we also got the trailer for Spencer, and a lot of people started losing their minds over this. A lot of people are now placing Kristen at the #1 spot. They're saying, oh man, she's a shoo-in, this is hers to lose, she's gonna go all the way, she's the front runner. And wait a minute, does this conversation sound familiar to you guys? Because it sounds to me the exact same thing that people were saying about Amanda Seyfried last year for Mank. Remember that? She was the front runner, it was hers to lose, she's a shoo-in, and then it started to slowly drop off from there. We're like, she's a pretty strong contender, she could still take it home. And then she ended up not taking in any of the major wins, and people were like, oh shit, well, I don't even know if she's gonna get in now. And then she just barely squeezes in, and then she ended up being like the weakest of the 5. Yeah, I can see the same thing happening here with Kristen. And you know what? I hope not. You know, I don't want people to fail. I don't want things to be terrible. I mean, unless they're a terrible person. And I guess she did cheat, so I mean, you can make the argument. Bottom line, I don't want things to be bad, right? As cynic as I may be, I want things to be good. I want to see good products. So, hey, good luck, Kristen. Good luck to you. But if you're asking me my opinion, when I see these stills, it just looks like her normal mouth agape, expressionless self, just with a wig. And it's just not convincing me. It's not. But hey, Amanda getting to #5, so I'll give you #5. Okay, supporting actor. Once again, not a lot of changes here. I did take out Willem Dafoe and Al Pacino. I just don't want to keep repeating myself, but I don't feel that they're the strongest contenders when it comes to this year's lineup. In their place, I put Jason Isaacs for Mass, and then I put Adam Driver for The Last Duel. And I know I also have him for Best Actor. I don't think he's gonna get double nominated. Not that he can't. I do think he's a very talented actor. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be one or the other. And I have to acknowledge that if it doesn't happen for House of Gucci, it could very well happen for The Last Duel. So that's why I'm including him into both right now. But really, apart from that, this is not one that I'm overly hyped for. I think this is actually one of my awards that I haven't seen much buzz about yet. So just got to give it a little bit more time on that one. Very similar with supporting actress, just not too hyped about a lot of things just yet. I feel this one definitely I will be more so as the year continues and I see more films. And I know the one thing people are most likely going to tell me about this one and supporting actor is, hey, where's Jessie? Where's Kristen Dunst? And I didn't see enough of them in the trailer for me to be convinced. So they're not on here just yet. I got to see more, but give it time. They might make their way in there. So, you know. Apart from that, you probably are all looking at Jodie Comer and going, Jan, you dumb fuck. That's a lead performance, not a supporting one. And yeah, very much true. But I want to make a prediction right now. Okay, ready? This is my prediction. The lead actress is looking pretty stacked right now. And I don't quite see Jodie quite making it in there, especially with all those people. But I think they will vie for her for lead. They're going to be like, no, we stand behind our actress. We're going to make her lead. And then the Oscars going to say, fuck you, we're putting in her in supporting. Seriously, that's my prediction. And for those of you going, no, Jan, that can never happen. That will never, ever happen. Lakeith Stanfield. Just fucking a few months ago. This just happened a few months ago with Lakeith. So don't give me that bullshit. You know the Oscars are capable of it, and I have a feeling they're going to do that again this year. But, you know, if it does happen, come back to this video. I fucking called it. All right, time to move a little bit faster, beginning with original screenplay. Took out a hero, took out respect, put Belfast in there, put Being the Ricardos. Oh, as I said, Being the Ricardos, definitely, it has to be one of these things. It's either got to be this amazing movie that we're all like, holy shit, how can we not see the brilliance of what this thing was going to be? Or it's got to be an absolute dumpster fire. That movie that is so bad you just have to go see it to believe it. I'm going to be very disappointed if it just ends up being a bland film. So please, one or the other. It's extremes. Adapted screenplay, took out Coda, and of course in its place is going The Power of the Dog. That's just kind of how I've been doing it right now. For film editing, I went ahead and just swapped a lot of things around here, but it's primarily all the exact same thing. I did take out West Side Story and I placed Nightmare Alley on here. Placed it at the top. Probably not the right move. Again, it's a little bit too early to call this one. I'm just playing with what the possibility could be. Production design, again, took out West Side Story. Placed Spencer in here, especially looking at the trailer. It seems like the film that's going to have production design in mind. A lot of people already saying that's shoo-in for getting into this one, so I'll concur on that. Cinematography, took out House of Gucci. I took out Pig, it breaks my heart once again. Placed Power of the Dog on here. And then I placed The Tragedy of Macbeth. Seems like good alternatives. Again, I think as time goes on, we'll definitely see more of a complete list there. Although that being said, I still think The French Dispatch and Dune, like those two are most definitely going to take this award, one or the other. For costume design, I took out Tragedy of Macbeth, placed Spencer in it. Again, just looking at the trailer, it feels like a movie that's got costumes in mind, so there's that. Makeup and hairstyling, honestly, it doesn't matter what I've kind of replaced there, because House of Gucci or The Eyes of Tammy Faye are going to take this. I just don't see anything else. Take a look at my other picks, but I don't think... I think we're safe with those two at the top. Animated feature film, all I did here was move some things around. Other than that, it's the exact same top 5. Nothing's changed there. Documentary feature, a couple of things. I did take out Rita Moreno out. I haven't seen it yet, so maybe once I see it, I will change my mind on that. I put Val on here. I saw that not too long ago and was actually very surprised by how much I liked it. Very good documentary if you haven't gotten a chance to. And I just saw it like literally minutes before I started recording in the same breath. I thought was done very well. So not quite ready to move it up the list quite just yet, but another one that I do recommend if you haven't seen that one yet. International feature film, again, just moved some things around, although I will say I took out Vendetta. I was never going to get in, and I put Parallel Mothers at number 5. But really, it's the top that I want to focus on. I just basically shift everything over. So Hero drops down to number 3, and then again, The Hand of God, just because we don't know what it's about, so there's the biggest possibility there. But if that one doesn't end up panning out, we have The Worst Person in the World that has already proven itself. And yeah, I think this is a good one right here. I think this is a pretty solid lineup so far. We'll see what changes as time goes on. Moving on, original score, took out Pig. I know Pig had to take out Pig. I love that film, but it's just not getting in anywhere. Put Luca. Disney films sometimes can get into this category, so I thought, why not? I'll throw Luca in there too. All right, last month for original song, I had no idea, so I just threw what was most likely, in my opinion. Did a little bit more research this time, so the list is a little bit more honed in, and a little bit more detailed. That being said, I still think No Time to Die is leading the pack. I think that's one since last year that everybody's had their eyes on and ears on, I guess. Got some titles for Encanto. We have Colombia, Mi Encanto. Hopefully that ends up being good. I put So We May Start from Annette because the song is actually sung in the film from what I've been told. And for whatever reason, Oscar pundits have like a fucking boner for that sort of shit. Like, oh my god, the song is in the movie! Oh god! I personally don't fucking care. Like, the song can be in the movie, can be in the credits. It just needs to be good, in my personal opinion. But there's what I got for you. Still have a Lady Gaga song for Top Gun Maverick. I couldn't find a title on it. I guess it hasn't been revealed yet. I might be wrong, but couldn't find anything there. And then Somehow You Do, because Diane Warren, you know, she's got to get one at some point, right? So that's what I got for you on that one. As I mentioned at the beginning, there are a couple of categories that I did not change anything. They're the exact same as last month. So the first one of those is sound. Take a look. It's all the exact same. And so is visual effects. Again, exact same. I haven't switched anything on there. So take a look at that. And then we can move on to the shorts. Shorts, I actually found more stuff, so go me. Let's talk about some things. Starting with animated short, I still think Skin Like Mine and Are You Okay are the most interesting subjects that the Oscars are probably going to gravitate towards. So leaving those in the top two, I moved Us Again to number 3, took out Glimpse and put Jupiter and Europa. I thought it was a very nice little simple art style from what I saw in the pictures, so it could be a good one. And then the more I think about it, the more I think Dinobone's probably not going to get in. It sounds very funny, but I think the Oscars, sometimes that type of humor might not come across as the dignified thing to promote. So there's that for you. Documentary short, same deal. I kept The Cleanup and The Last Cruise at the top 2. Again, I think these are topics that can very well resonate with the Oscars, with people in general. Just hearing the descriptions of them, I think, are very interesting. The Last Cruise you can even see right now on Hulu, I believe it was. Oh shit, I forgot. But you can see it. Take a look at that one. That one's pretty interesting. Put Audible at number 3. This is about a football player who is kind of overcoming his grief when a deaf kid takes his own life. Again, I think in recent years, deaf community just coming more into focus. So I think this is one that is really going to resonate with a lot of people now, especially given the focus on that community. The Beauty President, this is about an openly queer person who was a write-in candidate for the presidency in 1992, I believe. I think that has the possibility, the potential to be a heavy hitter, although I think the time limit on that one's like super short, so maybe not, but you know, we'll see. Then I dropped Britney Spears down to number 5. I haven't heard as strong of a reception about this one as I would hope, but I'll keep it there just for the time being. Lastly of all, live action short. I actually did find a couple of more things on here. Broken Exchange Uncoded. This is tackling the human trafficking, especially that of a young 14-year-old girl that gets taken, and just kind of the journey to kind of get her back. Fortunate Son on there, about a father fighting for custody. That one I think has the potential. Move First Dates are back down to number 3. Number 4, Good Morning, Good Afternoon, Good Evening. This is just a nice heartfelt tale about a man who's very enthusiastic and him going about his day. And then I kept Carta para Inés at number 5. I really don't know much about this one, but kind of just based on what I could find, I just left that one on there for you. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, always nice to talk about the shorts so they can get their dues as well. Holy crap, talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Fuck, that would have been cool if it landed. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. Like always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I know this one probably moved a little bit faster. Again, August, September, there's really not a lot that's changed, not a lot that I've seen to convince me one way or another. It's still me just kind of taking a guess. But the good news is we're finally starting to kind of break into the festivals. We're going to start to get the heavy Oscar hitters. So I like October. I think October to me is one of my favorite months, and it starts to really tickle you in terms of Oscar content. So look forward to next month's video, guys. Please stay safe out there, and like always, have a good one.